Boxing Media Hub, sponsored by Falcon Contracting and boxbets.co.uk. And you are here for Dennis McCann versus Brad Strand. We're going to go straight in SWS boxing. Let's go, Dennis. Dennis, round 5 and 7. That's Sam at SWS. Big shout out to him. And Chris joining us in the comments as well. McCann on points, but he will definitely want a stoppage to make a statement before the Davies fight. I'm loving this card already. Great card. Yeah, definitely, Chris. Thanks for tuning in. You're with me and my boy Jam. And yeah.
It has been a fantastic start to the card. The first two fights on the main were absolute fire. Kermit's middle finger. Hello, Kermit. Are you all right, Carl? Big up, Carl.
Kermit's middle finger. We love it. Hello, mate. Thanks for tuning in. It's definitely the best name. Bell's jumped in. Love the hats, guys. Well, you know, we try. BMW. So there we are. I've only joined to hear from the talent on this channel, Jams. Well, see you later.
Chris,
great wins for O'Leary in tough fight, and Owen Cooper was eye-catching. I was really impressed by Owen Cooper. I thought he was fantastic.
Yeah, but to be fair, the lad couldn't keep him off, could he? He just couldn't keep him off. You know, he was getting absolutely bullied, and Cooper was always going to stop him.
100%.
It was just a matter of when, but it was surprising that the corner pulled him out with 1 round to go.
Yeah, I think he was starting to get battered though, when he towards the end of that round. I think they
getting battered from the start.
Yeah.
Stop him at 4. You don't let him get to 1 round and then pull him out just to embarrass the lad.
Yeah.
For me, it was a silly one because I agree with the stoppage in a sense, but why do it with 1 round to go? At least let the lad go out on his shield.
We're currently in round 1. Brad Strand in the stone-coloured shorts with a black trim and a white waistband against McCann in the very flashy luminous green shorts. They look pretty smart, to be fair. They look more like kickboxing shorts, to be fair.
Love the gloves as well. Love the matching gloves. He looks dead slick, mate. Does our McCann.
Yeah.
Then it's the menace. Surprised he ain't in red and black stripes.
Yeah. But here we are, just sort of sticking behind Strand with a good jab there. Definitely looking good from the start here, Strand, to be fair.
Definitely agree with Carl's comment. Sorry, I know you've not got to it yet, but definitely agree with that, Carl, for shizzle, man.
Yeah, we're definitely looking at this one. Brad's really come for this one. As we say, Dennis McCann in the southpaw stance, really trying to stick behind that jab, really tight in the guard as well, isn't he? He's very low, likes to flick out, tries to make himself really difficult to hit. But Brad Strand doing all right in this first round, to be fair.
Yeah. Is Belle Thomas a member of your school by any chance?
She is. She is.
Okay, then I won't give you my real opinion. She just said, what's your opinion on YouTube fighters like KSI? I was going to give her a very brutal breakdown of bag of rubbish.
Personally, they can stick to doing their misfits and stick to doing the YouTube fights, but crossing over into the mainstream, I don't agree with it. But if they stick to what they're doing, it gets eyes on the sport. But other than that, I think stick to their lane.
Exactly.
That's my opinion. Larry's jumped in. Are you watching Dennis fight live? We are, guys. We'll keep you tuned in. We're just coming to the end of round 1. Alex Mack, Brad Strand will take this. For me, he took the first round there. Looked a lot more positive.
I give it 10-9 Strand. Do you want me to jot down the scorecard, Joel, just so we keep on top?
You're so much better at that than I am.
I don't know that, mate. But 10-9 to Strand.
Yeah. Bell's jumped in and said, I agree, Joel. I think on that one, to be fair, I think it is a bit like that. Mainstream boxers can learn a lot about the marketing. Yeah, 100% with that one. But I think it's having those guys behind them to show them the marketing rather than boxing themselves.
Well, I'll tell you what, sorry to interrupt you, Joel. This is really livening up here. They're swinging for the fences here. McCann's just caught him with a massive overhand right and then a body shot. And then Strand's come back, but now he's sort of tucking up. It just looked like something might happen here. Sorry to interrupt you, mate, but it really looked like something was about to go down. Influencers are cat weasel, says Chris Welch. I love Chris Welch, man. He's a man after my own heart, honestly.
He says it as it is. All I will say.
He is a man about town, is Mr. Welch.
It's all good. But yeah,
some great shots going in here. Lovely body shot there coming in from McCann. He's really starting to get fired up here.
Yeah, fantastic shot by McCann there.
Strand is just starting to back off a wee bit. He's starting to feel the power of McCann, I believe.
As I say, if you did miss that, guys, Strand did get knocked down right at the start of round 2 there. They were just showing a bit of a flashback on that one. Hell of a shot. And it's definitely heated up in round 2 here. Cool, they've really opened up fire on each other.
It's getting lively, mate. Every fight so far has been absolute fire, and this one seems to be living up to the billing. The Magnificent Seven.
100%, mate.
It really, even the undercard fight on YouTube earlier, even that was fantastic with Echo Esserman in the commentary. Love Echo Esserman. And he was giving the comms on it because it was one of his friends from Nottingham. What a fight, mate. He really put on a performance.
No, we're just coming up, just gone 50 seconds. And as I say, he's really starting to stamp his authority in this round, Dennis McCann. But I have to say, Brad Strand at the same time, still, fighting fire with fire. But whether that is going to be good, I don't know in the long run, because Dennis is starting to catch him with some real flash shots here, working really well behind that jab.
And to answer Carl Widow, I'm not on commission, mate. It's just done for love of my brother.
Mate, even I'm not on commission, let alone
Ezra Taylor from Nottingham. That's the geezer I was talking about. Yeah, with that man in attendance. It was fantastic, Carl. Sure.
Chris has jumped in and said, once you get knocked down, you are found out. There is a sense of that. Not in every fight, but there is a sense of that in this one. Dennis has found that weakness and he's really starting to work on it. Jam, I'm just going to quickly jump out, but I'll be back in a second. I've just got to set something up.
No problem, brother. For Remy, that's round 2. That's going to be a 10-8 with a knockdown for McCann. So he's turned it in his favour. But it's been a decent fight. So 2 rounds in. Absolute cracker already. Strand's already been on his bum in round number 2. After a solid first round, he looked like he was getting a bit of control in the fight, but he took an absolute weapon of a left hook. Actually, it was more of a left overhand. It was absolutely beautiful, flush on the chin, and he had his tongue out at the time, which made him bite his tongue, so blood peed out, which is always a good sight for boxing fans to see. It's absolutely fantastic. Did Parker won? Parker's not fought yet, if you mean Zach. He's fighting later on, mate. To answer Bud Khan's question. He fights a little bit later on, mate. Against Tyrone Zoiga. We'll be doing a live watch-along for that, so be sure to join us. Sorry if you heard that noise. My dog was having a big drink of water right behind me. Cheeky bugger. Go and sit down, Tice. Right, anyway, we're 30 seconds in here to round number 3. And McCann's starting to look a bit comfortable. Seem to have gone back to feeling each other out a little bit here. Not much happening. A good body shot there from Strand. McCann goes back in with one of his own. Popping out the jab is McCann. There's nothing really happening at the moment. Sorry for not keeping you in with the fight. There's not a lot happening right now.
Sorry there, Jam. I've when one goes down, you go to your mobile. So I'm with you, mate. I'm with you.
Bless you. Do you want to switch us back over, mate?
Oh, mate. You don't like that side, do you? You feel uncomfortable.
I'm left-handed, so I prefer to be on the right.
So, yeah. at the moment, for me, it's Dennis McCann's just sort of
Well, he's starting.
autopilot at the moment.
Yeah, it was a 10-8 round for McCann in the last one because of the knockdown anyway. So he's a round up at the moment after 2.
It was a cracking knockdown. Looking back at the highlight there, he really caught him
tongue
flush.
was sticking out, Joel. His tongue was out. So when he punched him, he bit his tongue and all blood squirted out.
Yeah,
it looked amazing on the slow action replay.
Never nice though, is it? Let's be honest.
I agree with Carl Widow. He's definitely stalking him now, is McCann. McCann, sorry.
Yeah, McCann stalking him.
Only a matter of time for me now.
Thank you very much, Chris. Very kind of you, mate. Always nice to catch up with your comments.
Hey, but Bell Thomas said Joel is very professional. Thank you very much.
Oh, thank you very much, Bell.
No.
So yeah. Just end of that round. So we're going in here. That was definitely
Dog was just doing circles and knocking stuff over, so I had to put him under the quilt.
Larry really jumped in. Is Dennis winning? He is at the moment, mate.
Yeah, I'll give him that one 10-9, and he had a knockdown as well.
Yeah, so he's slow out in that first round, just sort of feeling out. But Brad Strand seemed to be very much coming forward and really sort of gathering momentum in that first round. Dennis come out, bang, straight at the start of the second round. And it's kind of very much put Strand on that back foot now, and made him sort of go, hang on a sec, okay, this isn't going to all go my way, and go from there. But let's see what happens. Chris, round 3, McCann with a knockdown. Yeah, 100%, mate.
The knockdown round 2.
Round 2 was a knockdown.
Yeah. I think he means round 3 to him, and then obviously with the knockdown, he's winning. He might mean.
Yeah. So Strand looks like a fighter scared of the power. I think he is. He's starting to feel it now. I think Dennis has really, as I say, stamped the authority on the fight, and he's now starting to really dictate it.
It's a bit like Ethan James in the last fight. He felt the power of Owen Cooper straight early on, and it just put him on the back burner from the start. It's
hard. It's hard to get back. It's hard to get back.
He knew he couldn't match him for power, and that was it. The fight was already won then. You know what I mean? It was just a matter of when, not if. And this is pretty much the same for me. McCann is going to win this. It's just a matter of when he wins this.
Yeah, no, definitely, mate. And as I say, he's sticking behind that jab, flicking it out. Strand has gone very quiet. Does try to throw a right overhand, but it just sort of just drifts, doesn't it? But Dennis he's bullying him.
He looks scared to commit because he knows if he commits to a big bang and gets caught coming in, he's finished. And I think he knows that now. He's felt the power of McCann. Yeah,
he learned that in the second round, trying that. And now he's kind of thinking, right, actually, I'm in the 4th round here. Do I want to risk it? You know, there's a lot on the line in this fight as well.
Oh, for sure.
Obviously, WBO European and Intercontinental Super Bantamweight titles on the line. So there's a lot up for grabs in this fight. You don't want to take the risk, but at the same time, risk brings reward. So you've got it's a difficult one.
Somebody's always got to go as well, which is always hard. Lose your first defeat is always hard. Somebody's always going to go. I know McCann had that contentious draw where he got the bad cut with a clash of heads last fight against Baluta.
McCann's really starting to flick some hooks out with that right hand now as well. Really starting to dictate. He's pushing Brad back, isn't he?
100%. This is how I expected the fight to go, Joel, to be quite honest.
Yeah.
Chris Welch, he predicted a comfortable points win for McCann. I said exactly the same thing, or even a late stoppage.
I'm surprised the first round went like it did, to be fair.
Yeah, he started well, Strand, but I knew it wouldn't last. To be honest, I'd love Strand to win this, but I just don't see it.
There's got to be a major sort of flash shot, really, to take McCann, isn't there? It's got to be McCann committing and Strand catching him on the counter. That's going to be something. But at the moment, he's not willing to do that. So it's going to be a case of McCann's just going to rack up the points until he gets a potential stoppage, really.
Yeah, and Strand's only got 3 knockouts, mate. So we knew he weren't a power puncher. Strand's got the 3 knockouts. That kind of tells you when you've got 11 wins and only 3 knockouts, he's not carrying that kind of power that he needs to stop someone like McCann coming forward.
No, 100%, mate. But what we're going to do is we're just going to have this quick one from Bet Connolly.
Hi, I'm Bet Connolly. You're watching Boxing Media Hub. Don't forget to subscribe.
Do exactly what Bet Connolly says. Hit the subscribe button, give us a like as well, and ding the bell so it lets you know of any notifications of when we're going live or anything coming up. We're going to be doing more stuff this evening. We've got some more fights to sort of give to you. So, yeah, keep us in mind, hit the subscribe button and check out the rest of the content when we're not live ourselves. So we're just about to go into round 5. You're with Joel and Jam, and we're doing Dennis McCann versus Brad Strand. There was a lot of rhyming in that, but here we go. We're counting around. I get
that's McCann again as well. So far, I've got it 10-9 to Strand, and then it's a 10-8 for McCann, and then 2 10-9 for McCann. And I can't see how anyone can have it any different.
It's just taking it any. Let us know in the comments, guys, how you're seeing this one at home. Yeah. Let us know how you're seeing it. Give us your predictions as well for the rest of the night. If you want to, just give us a general chat. Give us a shout out. Say hello. But most importantly, hit the subscribe button and stick with us. Me and Jam are going to guide you through this one. 2 minutes, sort of 15 seconds to go. And Dennis McCann is just in, as I say, autopilot mode. Just going for it at the moment. Chris has jumped in and he said... my scorecard exactly the same as Jam's. And you're an Arsenal fan, Joel. I am, mate. And that's where I met Kermit's middle finger, which absolutely sounds horrendous. But, yeah, we're going to stick to the boxing on this one. Yeah, so, Dennis.
Bayern Munich.
Good shot there. Good right hand by Strand. He is starting to, push to the floor by McCann there. But I don't think it was anything too major, really, was it?
More of a trip, weren't it? Like,
yeah, and it sort of just helped him on his way. But yeah, Dennis is really just sticking behind the jab, flicking in the hook occasionally just to score a few more points, really. But nothing majorly hurting Strand since. Good body shot there by McCann.
Look a bit scruffy, to be honest, isn't he? He's worked again a little bit scrappy in there.
I think he's almost done what he wanted to do, and now he's kind of lost himself a bit.
Yeah, he's kind of coasting.
Yeah.
Like he thinks that knockdown's won him the fight already, which it hasn't, because Strand could easily take the last 6. And
when you've got 12 rounds, you can't think like that, can you?
Exactly.
You know, obviously we don't know how he's thinking, but by the body language, it's almost like, well, I've got a good round there. That's already put me up a bit. So, you know,
set me foot off the gas.
Yeah, I think Strand's had a better round here, to be fair. I think he's landed the cleaner shots.
I don't know if he's enough to win this round yet, but he's definitely had a better round.
Yeah.
Still not sure he's going to win it.
Found the confidence a bit more again, hasn't he?
100%, yeah.
And this is why you can't let fighters back into fights, because...
got to strike the irons hot.
Yeah, build momentum. Good shot there by Brad Strand. Good one too, actually. McCann's still making himself awkward to hit. But there we have it. End of that round as well, Jam. I think it's more of a Brad Strand.
I'd probably go Strand, just about at the end. Yeah, I think he just took it with the last 20 seconds for sure.
He seemed
very close.
Wanted to give a bit more in that round. Thanks, Chris. Shame Arsenal's not going to win anything this season. We'll see, mate. Chris, McCann took foot off gas, strange enough. He did. And he really... I don't know why. He's got all the momentum. He's really pushing into the fight. And you can't switch off because those points slowly rack up. We've seen it in fights me and Jam have done recently where a fight can turn. Parker, prime example against Zhang. He got knocked down, but he found his momentum and he built himself back in. Whether you agree with the result in that fight is up to you. But he put himself back in a position where it questioned people. So that's what you got to do. Carl as well. Looks like McCann taking a round off. Sounds like it, mate. What round are they in? We're now in round 6, mate. So thanks for joining us, everyone in the chat. Hit the subscribe button and check it out at the moment. Chris said Strand won that round. Yeah, he just seemed a bit more forward coming, seemed a bit more pushy in that round. But in round 6, if he keeps this up, he could turn the tide. But McCann seems to have come out a bit more rugged. In this one. So he's just sticking behind that jab again. But he's got a real whip with a hook, hasn't he, McCann? He seems to favour that right hook. Yeah,
it's a good shot. He likes the overhand left as well, which is strong. He's got strong with both hands. To be fair, he's an operator. I don't know how high he'll go.
23, only 23. You know,
he's still a baby.
It feels like he's been around for a long time, but he, 15 fights in, he's in a good position here. So yeah, Strand 1-2, McCann 4 with a knockdown. Yeah, Alex, that's where we're at, mate. Here is one for the next fight. How poor is the SMW division compared to eras gone by? Zach Parker would not hang with Froch, Kessler, etc., etc.
Not in a million years.
I think it's hard to say stuff like that, though, isn't it? It's hard to say stuff because you're in the era you're in. At the end of the day, you can only fight the guys that are around. And,
you get what's in front of you.
You can't compare, really. We're just grateful that we did have those eras. But Zach Parker's got an opportunity to put himself in a good position.
He's no mug, though. Tyrone Zuga, whatever. Yeah. He's nobody's mug. He was
going to be a good fight.
He was in Germany. They were talking about him like he was the new Klitschko type character. You know what I mean? Yeah. He was supposed to be a megastar, and he's only lost one still and drew one, but he's just not hit them dizzy heights they predicted.
No. 40 seconds to go in this one, Jam.
It's been a bit of a boring round, really, but McCann's putting the pressure on.
Yeah, bit sloppy, really. Larry Rooney, who's winning. McCann is winning on the cards, but Strand definitely. McCann there just caught him a bit. He looked a bit, like I like to say, Bambi legs.
Just jump on Chris's comment a sec, Joel. He's saying he looks like Strand's got a hand injury because he's not throwing. Yeah, his right hand, he's not throwing it at all. I've just noticed that myself.
Yeah.
Look, he's only popping out the left. He's not really throwing the right hand.
It's not something we want, is it?
No, because that's the end of him. If he can't even hurt him when he was punching with his right. Imagine not being able to use his strongest hand.
Well, this is it, mate. This is it.
But that's another McCann round for me. So that makes it 5 rounds to 2 with a knockdown. So, no, 4 rounds to 2, sorry. 5 with a knockdown. My bad. I'll get there in the end.
We always get there, mate. McCann walking through Strand. He has no respect for his power with 2 hands, never mind 1. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, I think Strand's in trouble here. They might even pull him out. I can't imagine they're going to want him to fight with 1 hand.
I'm not being horrible, though. If I was McCann, surely you'd pick up that right hand ain't coming, or you're going to get it from the corner now. Let's be honest.
Remember, though, you can still get caught out like that. Remember Danny Williams back in the 90s?
Mate, quality.
2000s, fought the whole fall with a dislocated shoulder, then knocked him out with the other hand.
But that's the beauty of the heavyweights, isn't it, as well?
That thing, where Strand hasn't got that kind of power.
And he was an experienced guy, wasn't he?
Yeah, well, he just fought Mike Tyson, hadn't he, at the time? Just
But
old Mike Tyson.
For me, McCann needs to take him out because he needs a statement. He needs a statement, doesn't he?
I think I predicted around 8 or 9. I still stand by that.
Especially following the last fight as well. He's going to want to get back out there and really put a stamp on it and get.
Going to want to make sure he's one of the names being mentioned as the man.
100%. Kermit's middle finger has said, "What channel is the fight on?" It's on TNT Sports 1.
Former BT Sports.
Yeah, former BT Sport. McCann loaded up here, 100%. He's really starting to. I think he knows. I think it's like shark to blood here. You've got to take these situations because, as you say, an injured or a wounded fighter does make you dangerous because you start to throw everything that you can possibly throw. And he did throw the right hand a few more in this round. So whether there is an injury or I'm not too sure, but
he just threw a good one there to the body. So,
like Chris has said, TNT Sports, don't waffle on and drag it out, to be honest. 100%, mate.
Luckily, we have to have the sound off so we don't hear it.
This is it.
TNT, don't we? Because we're doing the coverage.
Thank you very much for your comment there, Kermit. I don't think there's an injury personally. I think he just didn't feel, obviously, he had the space to throw the right hand in that last round. Obviously, something just didn't seem to click for him, which does happen. But McCann is just, he's doing what he's doing. 1 minute to go. Josh Taylor ringside, very convenient.
And Fraser was there as well.
Yeah, Fraser's there. He's sort of second row back, I think.
Soon to be out by our Fabio Wardley from Ipswich.
Yeah, down the road from me. Carl, all these fighters want to look good for the Saudi money. And while we're on the topic of Ipswich, I'll say it at the break actually. 30 seconds to go. Bit of a dogfight in this round, to be honest. Round 7. Not been a clean one. Not been a clean one.
No, but I'd still get so far, unless something drastic happens in this last 20 seconds, it's a McCann round for me again.
Yeah.
You need to see a lot more from Strand if he wants to turn this tide.
He looks knackered, mate.
To be honest, he looks beaten up. His face looks a bit of a mess.
Yeah.
His nose is definitely bust. He's got a lot of blood on his face. He just looks a mess.
To be fair, they gave a hug at the end of that round. Strand falling. Starting to fall apart a little, losing his shape. Yeah, definitely, 100%. Mate. What I was going to say just quickly, I want to give a big shout out to Ipswich Town today.
6-0 victory.
Yeah, my friend, Matt, sadly passed away a couple of weeks ago at the age of 47. And at the 47th minute today, they did an applause for him. As he was a massive Ipswich Town fan. So that was beautiful today, to be honest. And big shout out to the family and a big shout out to Ipswich Town because they don't have to do it. And it just shows that they've got loyalty to their fans.
Absolutely. What a performance they put with a 6-0 victory as well. Just for him, mate. Enjoy that one, Matt, up there in heaven, brother.
Yeah. Bless. So we appreciate it. And here we go.
To McCann. So we've got
round 8. Dennis McCann versus Brad Strand. Hit the subscribe button. Here we go again. Carl says, very classy. Well done, Ipswich Town. Yeah, thank you very much, Carl. And Chris said, a scruffy round for McCann. Scruffy round, but he won it. He won it. That's all that matters. Start racking the points up. Round 8 here of 12. 2 minutes 20 to go. Just sticking behind the jab here. That's all he needs to do because nothing's really coming back from Brad Strand at the moment. Everything's very pitter-patter. There's nothing that's got any particular power behind it. The power's all coming from the luminous green gloves of McCann.
100%. Oh, he had a couple of digs there.
Yeah.
Didn't really land much, but he had a good go.
Spoke too soon.
He's just not got power, has he, to hurt him? He's just got no power to hurt him.
Frank Warren, Chris says Frank Warren still looks fuming. I think that's just Frank. I think he gets so, even at the age of, what is he? 72, I think.
Yeah.
And he's still got the buzz and he's still got the love for it. Surely Strand has to go for broke here, miles behind, and needs to KO Dennis to win. He does, but 100%. That's easier said than done. He just can't seem to. Yeah, he can't seem to get anything behind his shots. Really, he's knackered, and he looks. I don't think he's got the power at the start. He's certainly not got it now. No, I can't wait to see Brad Paul versus Heaney. I hope Brad wins from Rocket, mate. That's going to be a cracker. I'm really looking forward to it. Loads of people. Yeah, 100%. Mate. Loads of people have said to me, "Oh, forget it, Brad Pauls, he ain't going to do nothing." But he's put himself in this position. This is a great shout for him. 40 seconds to go of this one. Good shot there by Brad Strand. Starting to get a bit of momentum here towards the end of the round. But Dennis McCann flicking out the quick combinations there. Ref has a quick word with him.
To Larry Rooney, it's 5 rounds 2 to McCann, and McCann's also got a knockdown in the first. So effectively, 6-round lead, 6-point lead, in our opinion. And they are Banks fighters, Queensbury fighters.
Yeah, both Queensbury, clearly a better boxing promoter than a football supporter. What team does Frank follow, Joel?
Carl's on it.
No, he's not. He's an Arsenal boy.
Oh, you're kidding. Oh. I've just lost a bit of respect for him.
Don't you start as well. I've already got Carl.
You don't need 2 of us.
Chris has said Pauls has earned the shot, but think Heaney wins personally.
Me too, Chris.
Yeah, as I say, these things come up. Who would have thought Heaney would have beaten Bentley? Let's be perfectly honest.
He was losing the first 5 rounds, wasn't he? And it was a turnaround. He pulled out a real surprise that night. Yeah,
cracking. I think it's obviously that sort of, the
fighter's heart.
The porn star moustache, I think, more than
I was just going to say, man, he's a brave man to wear that moustache, so he's obviously class act, you know what I mean? Hitman Heaney.
But you know what? There's not many people that can pull it off, but it does suit him, to be fair. I had to shave. Rachel was like, "Get that off your face. That's enough. I ain't coming near you." So, Bentley beat Janibek 2, in my opinion. That's the sport we love, with a laughing face. Carl, Frank has more trophies in the cabinet than Arsenal in their cabinet. Carl's still going strong, but there is an eject button. So we are in round 9, 12. And do you know what? As much as Carl gives me a hard time, head over to Last Bell Boxing, hit the subscribe button over there and check out their content. The guys are doing great stuff. You can stone me with your words, mate, but I'll tell you, I'll still show you the love. Still show you the love. Round 8, McCann, 100%. McCann's just taking it now. Actually, he's done really well to still be in there, Strand, because he's pretty much out on his feet. Very flat-footed. McCann landed a nice left shot there. Really stringing the punches together now. Dennis McCann.
Oh, I'm back on the Last Bell Boxing every Thursday night. It is at 7 p.m. on the YouTube channel. Just so you know, it's a great show with a great bunch of lads. Check it out.
It's all, mate. It's all love. It's all love.
It's all love in the boxing.
Dennis McCann, a great uppercut. Really landed that.
Oh, he's looking sharp here again.
Yeah, some really good combinations coming in now. Brad Strand looks very uncomfortable, sort of more back to the ropes. He's trying to sort of push his way out with the shoulder, but every time he sort of comes forward, the body shots of Dennis McCann are really landing in nasty now. Definitely a Dennis McCann round, unless Brad Strand can turn this. But how many times have we said this in a round? It's just not happening. He don't look comfortable in there, does he?
No, he's ready to go. He's ready to go. He does look sorry for himself, Carl. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, the face looks really sore, doesn't it? That's going to be sore in the morning.
He wants out of there. He wants out of there. Janibek and Hamza Shiraz had a face-off, apparently. I didn't see that, Chris. No.
Oh, mate. I love Hamza Shiraz. Quality.
What a bang he's got, mate. What a bang. He's going to be pure fire.
Yeah, Dennis McCann's corner are sort of ushering him forward, saying, go on.
Take him.
Stick it to him. He's there to be taken. Good jab there by Dennis McCann. He's really starting to do what, we know Dennis does.
And expect
I'm still looking at a late stoppage here, to be honest, mate.
Yeah, me too, brother. Me too.
If it goes points, hats off to Brad Strand. But, he hit him with a great left hand there.
This could be over here. Oh, the bell's going to go.
his face is a mess, mate. That's definitely a Dennis McCann round. He really
round.
just went there. It's how I expected the fight to be. McCann either stops him or toys with him to comfortable points win. I don't think he's going to want a comfortable points win. I think he's really going to want to stamp the authority. You know, he has done really since the second round. They've just got Zach Parker, who looks a fine specimen of a man, to be perfectly honest.
Looking forward to his fight with Tyrone Zoigo. Really am looking forward to that one next.
Got some cracking tattoos there. Carl, I'll be amazed if Shiraz stays at the current weight. Yeah, he's huge. How does he boil down to the weight with that frame?
He is a big man.
It seems to be happening at the moment, but I think, you know, this is where you need your team to turn around and go, now's the time. Because we've seen it with fighters before, haven't we? Yeah, we've seen it with fighters before where we kind of think to ourselves, you've got to move now because it's
making themselves ill, basically.
You can make yourself unsafe.
Long enough, didn't he? He made himself so ill, you know what I mean?
You can dehydrate yourself so much to get down to where you need to be, and you can't rehydrate yourself enough to be at the level you want to be at. McCann has won 7 rounds for me, says Chris. I agree. You need to stoppage here to say, Liam Davies, over to you. 100%, mate. Good left hand there by Dennis McCann. He's really
Strand winning 3 rounds so far. We're in the 10th, so it's 6-3 plus the knockdown. So he needs a knockout, does Brad Strand, and he's not going to get it.
Yeah, definitely. Nick Ball might have to avenge this one for his mate.
I think he needs to deal with that clown who got the draw against him the other night, because that was a joke. Nick Ball dominated that fight, and it was an absolute robbery, but that's for another time.
Yeah, you can't blame the other fighter, because at the end of the day, he fought his fight. It's the judges that made it shocking. But like we say, check out the live watch along for that. We had a good old rant on that one.
I've got to look at. Don't see him in person, honestly.
Oh, yeah, definitely, mate.
I was fired up for that one.
Halfway through round 10 here. Dennis McCann just still leading with the jab, flicking it out well. He had some cracking combinations in that last round. Seems to have taken a foot off the gas a little bit in this one. But now he probably can get to the point where he's thinking,
he can just
I'm there now. And there's nothing really coming back. Brad Strand just came back with a great combination there, as I said. Commentator's curse. Well, 1 minute to go.
Good uppercut from McCann there. Caught him coming in.
Yeah,
That's to rock him. Oh, big shot on the snout there. Really dusted his nose up again. That was a fantastic shot. He's got him on the ropes now, and he's starting to lay into him a wee bit. This could get messy for Brad Strand here. He's backing off. He's running almost. Then he comes back with a nice counter himself.
Yeah. Good 1-2 there.
His face is a mess, though, isn't it? He looks royally messed up here. But he's throwing, man. What a brave lad. He's still banging away.
He's trying, isn't he? He is trying.
He is. Warrior's heart.
Yeah, that's up to him. Especially when you've kind of been written off from after round 1. You know,
a pull, basically.
You know, you get knocked down. People thought it's a matter of time. You're still here in round 10. So fair dues to you.
I'm very surprised he's still standing. Very, very surprised.
I'm surprised the corner haven't said, you're looking.
Yeah, like you're not going to win this. Let's just save you for another day.
Definitely a McCann round, though. We go to the comments. Chris, Ball won 9 rounds for me. I think we were far off, to be fair. It's Liam Davies needs to work on his profile. Nobody knows who he is apart from the hardcores. I think there is bigger fights elsewhere for McCann. I think McCann is trying to get himself up there because there's still a lot of people, myself included. I know Jam could sort of has a bit of mixed opinion on Dennis McCann. There's kind of that hype train around him, but we haven't seen the explosive side.
Spectacular performance, yeah, I agree on that.
I think as the levels go up, like just here quickly, Dennis McCann 99, Brad Strand 90. That's on, and Carl Frampton's scorecard, but who really listens to him? It's kind of one of those, isn't it?
Definitely. I've got Strand with 3 rounds for me, maybe 2, but I've been kind and gave him 3. I gave him the 7th.
You're a kind soul, aren't you? You're a kind soul.
I was being very generous to him. You know what I mean? It could easily be 8-2, to be fair. And then you got the knockdown as well.
Like Carla said, what does he get from fighting Davies? No win fight, really.
Yeah, that's it. There's not going to be no money in it. He's not going to win any titles. It's just going to be a pointless fight that it's risky. And if he loses, it ends his little hype train. If he wins, people say, well, who's he anyway? Because we don't know him. Well, it's a no-win fight, mate. It's a no-win situation.
If people are joining us now, we're in round 11. You're with Joel and Jam on Boxing Media Hub. And we're doing McCann versus Strand. McCann is coasting, to be perfectly honest. If you're joining us, hit the subscribe button. Stick with us. We're going to take you through other fights this evening as well. Looking forward to the return of Joe Joyce against Cash Ali. Random one, that one.
But up next, we'll be doing Tyrone Zoiga against Zach Parker.
Yeah.
That's the next one on the agenda. So be sure to join us for that.
Definitely, mate. Definitely.
And for any of you late night owls who want to watch William Zepeda, well, watch along William Zepeda later on. I'm going to be doing a live watch along for that. So be sure to join us around 3 a.m.
The man that never sleeps. What a kind man, but I don't care. 8-2 McCann, says Chris. Straight in for the kill.
Yes,
we don't know Chris any other way. I think we need Davies versus McCann. I think Davies is better, to be honest, but we need to see it. Carl says Joe Joyce definitely chasing the Saudi money. He will knock out Ali. No doubt, mate. If he doesn't, there's a problem.
Joe, Daz Metcalf had some strong opinions on this one on Carl's Last Bell Boxing show on Thursday. Daz Metcalf says that Cash Ali's quite slick on his feet and Joe Joyce might struggle to get to him.
Joe doesn't look in the best shape.
He's 283 pounds, mate. The heaviest he's ever come in at. He looked all right, look.
He literally looks like he's got the juggernaut's head from X-Men, doesn't he? Do you know what I mean? He is a lump.
Wrong. Daz Metcalf did say that he will get to him because it's 10 rounds and he will knock him out eventually, but he said he might make him look bad for 4 or 5 rounds first. So let's see what happens there. That's Nicola Hopewell's trainer, Daz, so he knows his stuff. Celebrity coach. That's his name, Celebrity Coach.
Well, 20 seconds to go. Oh, a bit of a stumble there by Brad Strand. McCann is just, do you know what, to be fair, it has been a round of the jab. And to be, Brad Strand's just not there. He's not there. Good shot there, but look round the back of the head. Standing toe-to-toe, though, coming towards the end of 11 and back to the corners. So,
that's another 10-9 for McCann.
Yeah, 100%. Ali fight shouldn't be going any more than 3 rounds, but Ali knows how to bite. That's it. That was horrendous. That was against David Price, wasn't it? I think he bit his shoulder or chest or something like that. It was horrendous.
Got the porn star Tash on the screen at the minute. Sorry.
Just really old Tash is there. What do you think about McCann in this fight? You think he's better than his last fight?
Probably about the same.
I think he does level up to the opponent, but I can't see him going many more levels. Really,
not too high.
I'm not being harsh on Dennis McCann, but there's fighters that just go to certain levels and they meet their level. That's it. And I think he could be sitting, as I say, at the moment, he's sitting at that European Intercontinental. Can I really see him going more than that? Let us know in the comments what you think, guys. But that's how I see it.
I don't think he'll ever be world champion. I don't think he's that good.
Carla said he probably deserves to hear the bell now.
Yeah,
100%. I think he's not done the best performance. He'll probably be very disappointed in how he has been, but fair, brass balls for sticking in there for the rest of the rounds when he could have been pulled. Really,
he could have quit on his stool after 4 rounds, but he didn't. He's manned up and he stayed in there. So fair play to him for that.
Yeah, definitely, mate. Definitely.
Typical Liverpool, mate.
But here we go. Last round. Well, yeah, something like that. Is last round, as I say, Brad Strand is really threw a bomb there, but the bomb went somewhere else. Dennis McCann just sort of flicking, keeping him at bay, doing what he's doing. Yeah, here we go. McCann, British champion at best, not world-class material. Thank you very much for your comment.
100%, sir.
Just coming up to halfway stage of round 12. Jam does his bit where he goes to the scorecards at the end of the fight, and he'll just have a listen to what's going on, and he'll give us the scorecards if we still get there. We're still halfway through this one.
I think we're getting there.
Big shot there by Strand, but it was more around the back of the head. Bit of a big clubbing curveball coming out of nowhere there. I'm just ignoring you, Carl, to be honest. But yeah, there's a lot of wild swinging here, isn't there, in that last?
There is. There is.
I'll stick it on the screen just so people know. But I'll take it off very quickly.
Remind you who knocked Arsenal out the cup.
It's comfortable win here, but should be stopping Strand for me. I'm with you, Chris. With you. It should have been late stoppage. Late stoppage at earliest.
Definitely. He's definitely not impressed me as much as I thought he would here, McCann. I really expected something special from him, and he's not been that. He's dominated the fight, so he's a bit hard.
Strand's coming out here in the last round, though.
Yeah, he's having a go, isn't he?
He's now woken up, which is great to see, but he's 20 seconds from the end. 20 seconds from the end of round 12, you know, it's...
I seem like I'm being harsh on him for saying, like, he's dominated most of the rounds, and I'm saying it's not been an impressive performance. But for me, it's not been as explosive and exciting as I expected and wanted him to be. He's never going to be more than British level, in my opinion, now after this performance. He's dancing around like
there's still, for me, too much of an ego for the performances we're getting. You know, the trainers just put McCann on his shoulders. It's a bit, it's a bit cheesy.
It's 9 rounds to 3 with a knockdown, so basically 10-2 effectively. In our opinion, obviously, I'll give you the real scorecards in just a moment.
Carl has said, could McCann be like Bivol, where he just does enough? He's definitely no Bivol.
He's got the skill set of Bivol.
Yeah, this is it.
Shall I mute the mic, Joel, so I can get the scorecard?
Go for it, mate, and I'll waffle. Connor Collier has said, McCann winning. If so, how much by? Perfect. Yeah, we're just going to the scorecards now, mate. So Jam will jump back in a sec, and he'll let us know what's happening. So he'll just listen to the scorecards. But to be fair, McCann dominated throughout. He just did what he had to do, stuck behind the jab, got some good hooks as well, got some knockdowns along the way. It is what it is. It was a pretty autopilot display. Have you got more rings or teeth? Something. Jam had his teeth knocked out when he used to do bare knuckle. So that's where the teeth are. But yeah, he'll probably tell you the same. He's probably got more rings than teeth, haven't you, Jam? But he'd happily say that. Yeah. And he will get better as his fights get better opponents. Yeah, 100%, mate. That's what I think anyway. He'll try and match the opponents that he's going up to. Chris has said 118 to 109 McCann. That's how Chris is seeing it. McCann unanimously. Thank you very much in the comments, everyone. So Jam will be back in a second. Thomas Triber will give us his announcement on the screen now. Hopefully Thomas is coming on in a couple of weeks, where he's going to come on for an interview and we're going to have a chat with him as well. So that'll be cool. Just coming through now. Is Heaney versus Brad next? It isn't, mate. It's the main event. It's the main event on the card, but we'll be covering it. So keep posted with us as well. Just waiting to see the hands raised. Conor Collier getting £130 bet turned into 1,100 with the knockdown. Well done, Conor. That's a hell of a shout.
Yeah, the scorecards were 118, 111, 116, 111, and 116, 112, all for obviously the man. So
yeah. So
as we
Dennis the Menace. Dennis the Menace reigns supreme again. So he moves up to 16 fights, 15 wins, 1 draw, 8 knockouts. WBO European and Intercontinental Super Bantamweight champion. Brad Strand, now 12 fights, 11 wins, 3 knockouts. Congratulations to Dennis McCann. Commiserations to Brad Strand. They both came out of it healthy and well. That's the main thing at the end of the day. But we just hope that we get to see, in my opinion, Dennis McCann now going up and getting into those more competitive fights that he believes he can win.
Definitely. And congratulations to Conor Collier on that bet win. Fantastic.
Mate, what a winner that is. That's a winner.
Be sure to go to boxbets.co.uk, the home of sport betting.
Carl W. Lee Eaton is everywhere at the minute. Yeah, he's doing well, mate. He's quality, nice guy as well. Chris said, would you want Baluta rematch?
Well, it ended because it was retired with a cut, wasn't it? So it wasn't
why
really
not?
Underway.
Why not?
Yeah, why not? Definitely.
Put it right. Get the W.
Yeah.
That's the one thing that we loved about, I know not the same league, but your Lennox Lewis, for example, avenged every loss.
Especially.
And that's where you get your respect, is going back into those fights again. So honestly, guys, thank you very much.
Big up, Sammy.
Big up, Sammy. Thank you very much, everyone, for tuning in. Hit the subscribe button. Check out the rest of the content. Let us know what you thought. Hit the subscribe button. Did I say that? Let's say it again. We are coming for the next one. What we got next, Jam?
Tyrone Zoiga against Zach Parker. And that should be in about 10 minutes' time.
So we'll be back for that one. Make sure, as I say, ding the bell for the notifications, and that'll tell you when we're going to go live. And we will see you soon. Jam, everyone in the comments, thank you very much. And we'll see you soon. Have some of this.